Desmond, you're a huge fan. Will you show your shirt, please, to the Wens Worldians here? A huge fan of Bray Wyatt, and man, oh man, the promo that I saw on Raw was just like so crazy. Like I don't even know how to digest it because like there's so much to tell here with his brother, still obviously Bo Dallas carrying on his legacy, and they're doing it in a really like interesting way here. I want to give you guys the floor. I'm going to kind of take a backstage approach here because you guys know way more about this than I do. But what I saw is that they're using this word reckoning, and I want to understand what that means in terms of Bray Wyatt, what it means for the Wyatt Six, what that means for Bo Dallas, and how WWE is going to use the tragedy and grief of Bo Dallas to further the career of Bo Dallas, but also tell the story of Bray Wyatt.
Well, this is a very big thing. The reckoning is them getting their revenge for everybody trying to forget Bray Wyatt. That's what they're trying to. That's the story they're trying to tell. They're like, "Oh, he's gone, so now you're just going to forget everything he tried to build." No, that ain't happening. That's what the reckoning is. What we're looking at here, though, is Bray Wyatt's story. The final chapter that he was trying to build was about mental health and about the mental problems he was having and doing a kind of a split personality thing. But when he passed away, what they're showing is Taylor Rotunga, otherwise known as Bo Dallas, and Uncle Howdy. He is now the one who went through all the trauma. His mind is now split. He is now two of two minds, and he's arguing with himself. And he's talking to himself, and you got Uncle Howdy, the darker persona that's there. Really, it's a cruel and evil persona, but it's there to protect him from his own emotions and help guide these emotions towards an enemy. And right now, the enemy is Chad Gable. Because Chad Gable talked down about his family, and he stopped being who he truly was. The whole Uncle Howdy bit. Remember, he used to say, "Rebel in what you are." We seen Chad Gable change, and Uncle Howdy doesn't like that. So we're building this whole thing of these are people who fell behind, we're being forgotten, and now they're going to make everyone remember, and it's going to hurt. And I'm absolutely loving the slow burn here. Something that I saw on that second VHS that they showed was, if you watch carefully, when the faces are flashing back and forth between Uncle Howdy and Bo Dallas, if you look carefully, they impose a Bray Wyatt over Taylor Rotunga. Just for a split second, and it goes away. And then it goes back to doing the Uncle Howdy and Taylor bit again. And I love that they're not using the name Bo Dallas. They are saying, "I am nobody." The only name they've used is Uncle Howdy. He's not giving the name Bo Dallas. I really hope that he sticks with Taylor Rotunda for this one, but we'll see how that goes. You have anything you'd like to add, Vinny?
Oh, yeah. I loved it because here's what's great about this. And this is something that only Triple H would think to do, is the fact that every single question that Uncle Howdy has asked, and I'll just say Bo Dallas, that's the name I'm used to, that has asked Bo is something you read on the internet somewhere. How do you felt when your brother died? Do you feel like you're exploiting him? What makes you think you can carry this? Why are you so special? And his answers are perfect. Like, what am I supposed to do? Let him become a mausoleum? I was supposed to let you forget about this? No, we started something. We were planning to take over, and we're going to finish it. And now he's like, and then he's bringing all these other people that it's not just him that's forgotten. Dexter Lumis came back. Dexter Lumis was over. Like, that gimmick was over in NXT. It was getting over on the main roster, and now they forgot about him. Nikki Cross, how many times do we see her go through reinventions when she should have been pushed to the moon? Then you got coming in Eric Rowan. Now, he wasn't necessarily given a bad push, but he's been gone for a while. So fans might have forgotten about him. Well, no. I was part of this Wyatt family as well. It wasn't just Braun Strowman and Brody Lee. I was in this group because Eric Rowan was kind of like a third wheel on the Wyatt family in a way because he never won a singles title. And then you bring in Joe Gacy, who fans aren't really going to know who he is. He's kind of the odd man on this. But if you're in NXT, you were wondering, where the hell did he go? Because 1 minute he's on TV and then he just disappeared. Next thing you know, he's the pig in the Wyatt Six. So this storyline is so brilliantly done because they're calling it the internet. They're not ignoring the internet, but they're allowing Bo Dallas the chance to justify why this is okay and why we, the fans, should even give a damn. Because that's going to be your question. Bray's not in this. Why should I care? You know, here's why we should care. And guess what? I care.
Yeah, and something about that goes with this as well. We had the points, like you were saying, like they're sticking with Bray Wyatt's original story. They're sticking with Bray Wyatt's original way of doing things. How he used to ramble and go on, and he was cryptic. And some people were like, he's too cryptic. Nobody understands what you're saying. Well, here I feel like they were able to point that cryptic message in a direction. Triple H is gonna be like, okay, I like where you're going. Taylor, you're doing a good job. We gotta take your cryptic message, and we gotta focus it enough to where people can put the clues together. And it is a much more focused while still remaining cryptic, so it stays true to the original. And I feel like it's actually had the potential to be even better than the Bray Wyatt story that was going before.
Yeah, it's like Jeff Jarrett said, if you confuse them, you lose them. And there were some fans that got lost. So now they're bringing it in. So it's kind of like what we were saying before off the air. Like, this is Bray Wyatt with structure. That's basically what this is. Bray with something organized, structured. Okay, I like what you're doing, but let's tailor it in a way so that the fans understand. And we can understand it now. So that's kind of where this is going.
Do you think, and this just kind of came to my head, I'm not the only one to think of this, but obviously Braun Strowman was in the original OG Wyatt family. Do you ever see a return? And if not, why not?
Potentially it could happen. I don't see it happening anytime soon. Mainly because of the way that Braun Strowman broke free from the Wyatts. He truly made his own name. He separated himself. He did a good job breaking free from the Wyatts. And they've tried to bring him back in the past, and they could never get him to come back. So, whereas I'm sure Braun would love to have a rehash moment, kind of thing going with it, I feel like it's more likely that he would be a nemesis to the Wyatts than being a part of the team.
That would be sexy, right? That would be awesome. That would be something that WWE should listen to and start thinking about and writing on. Yes to that. Go ahead, Booch.
And when you think about it, it tells the story perfectly because remember, when Braun Strowman debuted in the Wyatt family, what color was his mask? Black. The black sheep of the Wyatt family. The black sheep is usually the outcast, the guy who tends to break away from family. So, not always likely to come back. So, the story's perfect there.
I love the callback. That's my snap callback right there. Vincent Kennedy Bucci, Damascus Dez coming with the insights, baby. Here in Wen's World, we will have a clear-cut champion. After all, we have a tiebreaker, and we'll do a show next week for you two to see who won it all after Saturday. I'm so excited about this. One thing's for sure, ladies and gentlemen, we will never, ever leave an episode of the Male Soap Opera Moment without a couple key catchphrases plus one. First one is, have a nice day.
Bang, bang.
Well, let them in.